If you rarely drink alcohol, but still struggle with stubborn belly fat, constant fatigue, and that heavy drained feeling throughout the day, then what I'm about to tell you might completely change the way you look at your body. Because right now, millions of people are silently developing a liver that behaves like a heavy drinker's without ever touching alcohol. And the scary part is, most of them feel normal, no pain, no warning, just slow changes building up inside. And it's not just about what you eat, it's about how often you eat. And because for years, we've been told to eat every few hours to boost metabolism. Sounds smart, but in reality, it traps your body in a cycle where it never gets a chance to burn anything it stores. And once you understand what's happening inside your body hour by hour, you'll realize why that constant eating pattern is the real problem. Right after you eat, your body instantly shifts into storage mode. Everything you consume starts breaking down into usable fuel. Your blood fills with energy, and your body reacts fast, not by burning it, but by saving it. Because from a survival perspective, extra energy means safety. So your liver steps in and starts organizing, storing, packing energy away for later use. Almost like filling a battery after every meal. But here's the catch. At the same time, your body quietly blocks access to stored fat, not because something is wrong, but because it's being efficient. Why use stored energy when new energy keeps coming in? And for a few hours, that's completely normal. But the problem begins when those few hours never turn into a real gap. Because before your body can switch gears, another meal comes in, and then another, and then another. And slowly, without you realizing it, your body forgets how to access its stored fat. Now move a few hours ahead. The food from your last meal starts getting used up. The signals that told your body to store everything begin to fade. And for the first time, your system looks for backup. Your liver opens up its short-term reserves and starts releasing stored energy to keep things running smoothly. And this is the phase most people feel uncomfortable in. A little hunger, slight irritation. Maybe your focus drops a bit and instantly the mind says, I need food. But what's really happening is not weakness. It's transition. Your body is literally trying to switch from depending on incoming fuel to using stored fuel. But most people interrupt this process right here. They eat again, and the cycle resets. But if you don't interrupt it, if you let your body continue, something powerful happens. There's a turning point where your body stops relying on what you just ate and starts depending on what it has already stored. And this is where real fat burning begins. Not just the visible fat, but deeper fat, the kind that sits around your organs, and including your liver. Your body starts pulling energy from these stored reserves, breaking them down, converting them into a steady fuel source. And this is where things start to feel different, because instead of energy spikes and crashes, you get stability. Instead of constant hunger signals, things begin to calm down, and surprisingly, your mind feels clearer, sharper, more focused, because your body is no longer riding the roller coaster of constant intake. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. If you continue a bit longer, your body doesn't just burn fuel, it starts cleaning itself. And this is something most people have never experienced, because they never stay in this state long enough. Your system begins identifying damaged parts, worn-out cells, unnecessary buildup, and instead of letting them sit there, it breaks them down and recycles them. Almost like an internal cleanup process that was always there, just never activated. And your liver plays a major role in this, because the fat that was once being stored is now being targeted, broken apart, and reused as energy. This is one of the ways your body gradually reduces internal fat, not through shortcuts, not through hacks, but through a natural process that gets activated only when you give your body enough time without constant input. And if you go even further, your body shifts again, this time into repair mode. Now it's not just burning or cleaning, and it's rebuilding. Your internal systems become more efficient. Stress signals inside the body begin to drop. Your response to food improves, meaning your body doesn't overreact every time you eat. And this is where long-term changes begin to show. Not just on the outside, but deep inside where it actually matters. After a few weeks of doing this consistently, not perfectly, just consistently, people start noticing something different. Their energy doesn't crash in the afternoon. Their cravings don't control them anymore. Their body feels lighter, more stable, and slowly. Their waistline begins to change. But more importantly, they feel like their body is finally working with them, instead of against them. But there's one last piece that most people completely ignore, and it can either support everything you've done or undo it, and that is how you start eating again. Because the moment you eat, your body switches back into storage mode. That's natural. But what you give it at that moment matters a lot. If you suddenly overload it with highly processed, sugary foods, you push it straight back into storing excess energy, especially in the liver. But if you ease into it, balanced, controlled, your body uses that energy properly before storing anything extra, and that's what creates a positive cycle instead of a negative one. So the real takeaway isn't extreme fasting, and it's definitely not starving yourself. It's understanding this simple truth. Your body already knows how to burn fat, clean itself, and repair damage. It's not broken. It's just constantly interrupted. And once you give it the space it needs, it starts doing what it was always designed to do. So now think about this. When was the last time you actually gave your body enough time to switch modes completely? And if you ever did you notice how different you felt? Because that difference is your body finally getting the chance to work the way